Study Squad, it's me, Anjy. So this week I want to talk to you guys about...
It's not really a sensitive topic, but sometimes people can be a bit iffy towards it, and that's getting ahead in class in a subject in school.
So basically, if you get ahead, it means that you have already covered what you are going to cover in class, and it just is really a good method to set yourself up for success. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to do this. You don't necessarily have to get ahead. It's not necessarily for everyone, but for me personally, if I go into the lesson, I can be more confident knowing that I'm not necessarily going to struggle as much because I already have at least a rough idea of what is going on. My first tip is to talk to teachers, because even though sometimes it's very obvious what you are not so strong in and what you need to revise so you have a good foundation before you can get ahead, sometimes talking to teachers, they will open your eyes to certain things that you might not necessarily realize you are weaker in. My next tip is to plan. You need to plan, because I, for example, like to get ahead in most of my subjects, especially English. If I am, say, getting ahead there, but not doing my homework, am I really doing the right thing? You need to prioritize and make sure you've got a plan of action. If you want to see a video on how to plan, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you are struggling with time management, I have a video already, so go check that out. My next tip for you guys is to use your holidays. So this means that you don't just do nothing. Me, this summer I copied up all my notes from the previous school year and I started making notes for the current school year. So that's really helped me in all my subjects, because at this point the courses are getting substantially harder. If you want to see a video on how to relax and revise in the holidays, comment below, because I think that would be quite useful, because you need to get the perfect balance of rest and revision. My last tip and most important tip is to print out or get out or just get your hands on a copy of the syllabus or curriculum. So if you have a copy of it, you know what's going to happen, so you don't constantly have to go to your teacher and say, hey miss, hey sir, what's next lesson? I personally like to write out all the things we're going to cover in a tick list, so I can tick things off as I go and then tick with a separate colour when we do it in class. This just helps me to make sure that I'm not going to miss anything and I'm prepared for anything to turn up in a test or an exam. My next tip is to get textbooks. Textbooks are key. What's this? This is English, History and RS, the three smallest and lightest that I had on me. When you have textbooks, they're really helpful, as in this is straight from the exam board. So I won't be getting any irrelevant information, because that's very important to stick to what you need to know, at least at GCSE level. At A level I know it's different, and in university, college, it's also different. So those are all my tips for you to help you get ahead so you can increase your confidence in class. With that said, as always, make sure you smile, subscribe, study hard, and I will see you all next week. Bye!